It is a beautiful day and I am gonna get ready. I have some new makeup to show you. I actually have quite a few different things here. A mix of new things to me and new things on the market. Before we get into the makeup application, this video is sponsored by Noonie and we are gonna be applying their beautiful lip oils in the lip portion of this video, but I wanted to take a minute to talk about it in the beginning as well. The Noonie lip oils is something as cool as a mix between a lip oil and a lip tint, so you get best of both worlds. I have apple wine and apple vanilla here, but it comes in 17 different shades, so there are so many different shades to choose from. So like I said, this is a mix between a lip oil and a lip stain. So it goes on like a lip oil, the stain develops a little bit, and the lip oil is a beautiful formula. It is not sticky, it is very cushiony, it's high shine on the lips, very comfortable, has apple seed oil, very moisturizing on the lips and helps with long time moisture. And as the lip oil disappears over time, which takes a couple of hours, you are left with this beautiful stain. And there's where the different colors come in as well. I'm gonna be wearing the one that's called Apple Wine in this video, and I have been wearing this in another video as well, and I got quite a few comments asking what is this beautiful lip color, and it was this one right here. It smells sweet and fruity, the applicator is very easy to apply on the lips, and like I said, the color is beautiful. And if you're like me and you love a sheer glossy lip, this is perfect because again, the stain will last you throughout the entirety of the day and the lip oil just feels absolutely beautiful. So I'm so excited to be sharing these with you today. And like I said, we will be talking about these a little bit more when we get to the lip application in the video. But if you're interested in checking out Noonie, they're gonna be in the top of the description box down below. Don't forget to check them out. But let's get into some like base products and then we'll get back to the lips. I'm actually feeling like a little bit dehydrated, so I'm gonna do a little bit of the this is like the gripping Secure the Glow tacky hydrating primer. You can see I've used quite a lot of this one. It is from One Size. Overall, One Size makes amazing primers, and I feel like this is perfect when my skin is feeling a little dehydrated but I still want to wear a tacky primer. Let me go wash my hands and we can zoom in a little bit so you can actually see something. So it is no secret that I love the NYX, the new NYX foundation. This is the Make 'em Wonder. So I have it in 15 Buff, which, I mean, is it a little bit too light for me now that I have a tan? I was kind of hoping to have more tan this summer, but here we are. Fly, sir, we're actually filming here. I'm gonna need you to leave. I don't love. So I got it in another shade, which is way too dark for me right now, and not, I mean, maybe with the tan. So I think we're gonna be mixing these. I got 18 Golden Light, which again, not my shade. But I was like, the other one is just too light for me, so I'm gonna be mixing these. So I have 15 Buff as well. This, I'm just making a concoction. I'm like, absolutely not clean sponge. Nobody come for me. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I actually think that this will this be a good shade? Maybe not. My skin has been in rough shape lately. I mean, a bunch of you have been like catching on to that something happened in my life. Still not ready to talk about that, but my skin has definitely been showing signs. This is not my shade. Listen, we're all gonna pretend. Through the magic of imagination, we are gonna pretend that this is my shade. I should be spending some time outdoors, but yeah, have not been feeling like that. But let's talk about some other things instead, and let's talk about the fact that my residency is about to be completed. I'm just handing in the last paperwork. Everything has been approved. So it took some extra time because it is vacation times. I'm like, listen, take your vacation. Everybody take their vacation, okay? So it took a little bit of extra time, but I've been talking about like, oh, I've been having some problems, but honestly, it wasn't even as much problems as it was when we moved to the US. Getting a car, people ask like, oh, did you get a car? Yeah, we bought a car. So in the US, we bought a new car, and we did pay that car off. And then we ended up selling that car when we moved. And when we moved here, we bought a new car. We bought a Mercedes. I think you call it like station wagon, but I know we call it combi here. I like combi more because station wagon sounds old, okay? But it's really perfect for the roads here. The roads are very slim in Italy, especially for us that live a little bit outside the city. So we do have a car, and all my paperwork for the residency has been approved. So now we just need to hand them in. And my husband is down in the city right now. Oh my god, somebody said that, oh, you can walk anywhere in Italy, it's just small towns. Okay, I live in Torino, it has 2 million people. This is not a small town. This is kind of a big town. But Ricardo is down in the city right now, and he is picking up, because we special ordered some cushions, because we have this ledge here next to the fireplace. It makes it sound like, Karen keeps calling it my Disney castle. It sounds like I have a Disney castle. It's not that fancy, but I haven't been doing like a room tour or house tour or anything because I really have not been in the right mindset for that. I mean, it's close to my color, but this cushion is like the special ordered cushions. He's getting them today. This is like this last part of our little thing. So I got this concealer in clearly the color Envelope. So this is the new it's not the Make 'em Wonder. This is Wonder Snatch. Why did I think? So it's like Wonder. That's what the series is. Like Make 'em Wonder, Wonder Snatch. This is, somebody said it was very little concealer in this one. So this is my favorite concealer. It's always next to me. It's the Lancome all over concealer, the Tente Doll. I love this one. So this one has 13 milliliters and this one has 3. No. 3. That's diabolical. Okay, so this concealer has more than 4 times as much as this one. NYX is really out here making us question drugstore prices. Because what do you mean it's 3 milliliters? Oh, I mean, this is perfect for panners. I mean, literally you're gonna pan this in the summer. I got the shade Porcelain Vanilla. I don't know. I got this shade online. I was being... I was being... What is this shade? I was being very optimistic. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna make like a cute makeup look. Maybe we can go to dinner. Wow, babe, 2016 called. I want their shade match back. Oh god, this goes on a lot as well. I bet I already used half of this. Okay, I'm just gonna, I mean, the foundation was a little dark, so I'm just gonna go full on, like, contour then, I guess. This is like the opening scenes of a horror movie. Okay, I'm gonna use a not very clean, like, sponge or brush. Nobody is surprised. Oh, I feel like it's a little, I don't want to say dry, but definitely a little self-setting. Okay, don't let this one sit on the skin for too long. So this is the same series. So technically these should work really well together, especially if you are better at shade matching than I am, because clearly a blind person shade matched me. I shade matched me. This is what is going on right now. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I don't know if this is like meant to be like a full coverage, or I can already tell this is probably more of a medium coverage, which honestly I kind of do enjoy. I would say the foundation is a medium to full coverage, very liquidy serum foundation that self-sets and it lasts wonderfully. So I live in north of Italy right now, and it is not as warm as Texas, but it is more humid than Texas. It is humid here. So my skin has still definitely been oily, like combo. I am like normal in the perimeter, and I'm very oily on my chin and in around my nose. Not so much on my forehead. I know some people are, but I'm not. You can see I can spread this one a lot, so I definitely did not need I need help. I need an intervention. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna soak up some with the sponge because clearly I didn't need this much, but oh my god. Okay. 2016 is back, baby, and she is here with a vengeance. But yeah, this is the first time I'm using a concealer, but it's definitely not the first time I'm using the foundation. The reason why I got a second shade is because I love this foundation. I mentioned it in my yearly favorites so far. I did have a video where I talked about all the makeup that I've been loving the most so far this year. Something's itching me. And this foundation was definitely it. If you're looking for a medium full coverage, self-setting matte look but not drying foundation, because I don't feel like it's like drying, that has a beautiful longevity, I would say this one. Try this one. And this one is a fluid ounce, so this is like a normal size of foundation. It's just the powder and the concealer that the amount you're getting, again, diabolical. Okay, I feel like this is somewhere. Should I have been using the NYX powder maybe? I don't know where I put it. This place is a little bit of a mess. I'm just gonna set my concealer, not the entire face, because I know I don't need to set my entire face, but also I'm gonna be using some cream products, trying to set my folds. So I don't want to be setting on my cheeks. I'm gonna leave the rest as is for a little bit, and I'm gonna go into bronzer. So I got this bronzer actually here in Torino, and I never used it. I mean, the tape is still here. So this is, let me see if I can get into it. This is the Trio Bronzer by Makeup Revolution. I really, really, really love this highlighter version, and I really, really, really love this blush version. So now I want to try the highlighter. They didn't have all the shades, so I got golden medium, which I definitely think is going to be a little bit too dark for me. But I am going to use, I was going to say a light hand. I'll do my best. So I'm going to do the cream. And I don't know, hope for the best. It's not super emollient, which might be a good thing. Yeah, because it means I can sheer it out. Okay. I actually don't like when bronzers are too emollient, because I feel like they just slip around. I want a bronzer to be matte. But yeah, everything is kind of like done for us here in Italy. We're still, again, waiting for my paperwork, like me to get the actual paperwork. But overall, oh, I definitely got too much on my forehead. Don't look at that. But overall, everything is like kind of settled. Like, it was much easier, but of course it was easier because we're EU citizens. My husband has Italian citizenship. So of course it is easier for us to move here than it was to move to the US. But yeah, I didn't really talk a lot when we moved to the US. Oh my God. About all the difficulties that we had, because we had a lot of difficulties moving to the US, but I didn't really talk about it. And for here, yeah, we definitely had some difficulties. And I think for the most part, I think the biggest problem is that the agencies don't really know what the other agency is doing. So they keep recommending you to go to the incorrect place. But again, I mean, it is the way that it is. And also, again, we're getting into summer season now. So clearly people are going on vacation, which again, go on your vacation, but also means that they're not going to really enforce anything on us, because I mean, they're not even there. So I am almost out of my brow product. So I use the Goof Proof by Benefit. So this is the one that has the spoolie on one end, and then it is like the triangular. So I have this one in the Cool Blonde, I think. 2.5, I'm pretty sure this is the Cool Blonde, right? I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's Cool Blonde. So I got the Cool Light Blonde #1 because I did, you can even see, I did go even lighter with my hair, and I want to experiment with lighter brows. So I do have a bit left of that one, but I kind of want to try the new one today. So this is in shade #1, which is the lightest shade. Still a little bit of a spoolie, and then this is the shade. So this is how I do my brows. Let me do one brow and show. So I like to put a shadow behind my brows. So I use a pen, especially if I'm blonde, but honestly almost all the time I use a pen to do a shadow behind my brow hairs the way I want my shape to be, in a shade that is lighter than my brows. I only recommend this if you are like me and you don't mind having quite a few steps doing your brows, because I definitely have quite a few steps. So I like my brows to be further here than they actually are. You can see I like elongate my brows a little bit. And I don't do it all the way on the top, because I'm gonna draw some hairs here. So I pulled the line on the bottom out further, and then I extend the arch because I want, oh my God, our neighbors are like screaming. I don't know if you can hear. And then I extend the arch and I go down and something like that. Again, I'm not doing too, I'm not trying to be too, because like when I brush it up, my brow hairs do fill in. You can see they kind of fill in that shade, except I've missed a little here. So that's why I'm like, I'm going back and forth. I'm filling in the little shadow. So brushing them in, and then I'm going in. So I always use these. I have a couple here that I'm using as well. So I bought a new one of the ash brown, which is the dark one that I use, but I also bought one in blonde. So I want to see if this is like, if this is doable, I was gonna say, but honestly, if this is doable. And again, I only recommend this if you're like me and you're extra with your brows. If you are the one and done, I just wanna do my brows and out the door, this is not the amount of steps that I recommend, okay? So this is the blonde one. And remember to not start on the top and go down. For it to look like hairs, you need to start at the bottom and go up. Oh my God, they're really screaming. Maybe I need to close my patio door. I mean, again, like kids be kids, it's the summer, of course they're gonna be playing. Just didn't realize they were like literally outside my door. I'll close the door after the brows. And I'm just filling in some brow hairs where I wish there was a couple. And this is the shade Blonde. Actually, this one is really pigmented and good. And here you can see I'm like filling in some of the hairs that, again, I wish I had. I usually go in with the darker one too. This is the one that, I think it's dark brown, right? Ash brown. And I just do a couple in the beginning with the dark one. Basically only for 3D effect. Again, I am very extra. So this is where we are right now. And I did actually buy a second one of the brow glue from NYX. I love this one. Someone was asking me if I could recommend a brow glue that is very heavy hold, hurricane resistant, but is a drugstore alternative. This is the one. I really love it. I used mine up. And as soon as I use up the other one that I'm using, I'm gonna go back to that one. Right now I'm actually using the one from Rare Beauty. This is the tinted one. I think this is the blonde one. And I think it's a really good one. It's not as good as the Patrick Ta one, but I think the Patrick Ta one is getting discontinued. So I like to brush them up in the beginning. I know not everybody likes brows like this, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody gets to do the kind of brows that they wanna do. I will never force you to have brows you don't want to have, but I am surprised at the amount of people that are telling me that I should have brows that I don't want to have. So this is basically it, and now that I can see there's a little bit of a gap here, and that's where I try to like go in with the brow pen again, and I will like draw in little hairs if I see that there's a spot that's like a little sparse, so it looks a little better. So you see my brows, they do have the hairs, they're just very much laying down. But yeah, this is after and before. I know not everybody loves this, and that's perfectly fine. Again, you do the brows that you want to do, and I'll do the brows that I want. Okay, brows are done, and I also put on just a lip liner that's like the color of my lips. I always do a lip liner, and we are gonna do, where did I put my beautiful one? Over here, the Noonie lip oil. Like I said, this one is in, you can see, apple wine lip oil, and it is absolutely stunning. I've worn this before, and it goes on, as you can see, like a sheer lip oil. It's got a little bit of color to it. There's definitely no tingly sensation. You know that's not always my favorite. It's got this beautiful, like gel-like, cushiony lip oil formula, and you leave it for a little bit and the stain develops. Absolutely, absolutely stunning. There it is. Very glossy, very juicy, and absolutely love how it looks and how it feels. And it's just a very hydrating and a beautiful lip oil that again just gives this beautiful color. You're gonna see it in a bit when it starts developing a little bit. You're gonna recognize this from that other video where I wore it. It's such a stunning lip product, and it comes in so many colors. I feel like I need to get one that's even more red. You know, I love a sheer red lip. This one is more of a like a pinky popsicle one. Beautiful. Now the color is starting to develop. Look at how beautiful that is looking. Absolutely stunning. Do not forget to check out Noonie in the top of the description box down below. You can find them at Amazon as well. So I will leave links in the top of the description box. Now let's get on to the rest of the video because I want to play with the new blush and highlighter product that I have. This is from Catrice. I actually bought this one in store. Where did I buy this one? No, I saw it in store when I was with my mom. When we were on our vacation, I saw this one in store. So this one is the Catrice Brides and Besties Blush and Highlighter Duo. And it is in color number C01 Vow to Glow. That's what it's called. That was a tongue twister if English is not your first language, which mine is not. And I swatched this in store. And I told my mom, I'm like, oh, that's really beautiful. And then I didn't pick it up. So then when I was ordering, I'm gonna do the blush first. I was ordering these products. I saw that they had it on the site and I was like, oh, just look at how gorgeous that is. I remember like swatching it and being like, oh, so pretty. And then didn't buy it. Do you ever do that? When you like look at something in store, you swatch it, or maybe you even try it on, and then you just put it back and you're like, I mean, sometimes that's really good, like to make up your mind about stuff, but I definitely had this on my mind. And then when I saw it, look at how pretty that is. And it goes so well with the lip as well. Beautiful. But then when I saw it in the store, I was like, oh, there it is. That's the one. That's the one I want. So this is only the blush so far. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to be doing a highlighter brush and the highlighter portion here. And I'm going to see how it picks up. It definitely picks up. Oh, yeah, because I remember this glow being like a peachy pink, like duochrome sheen when I swatched it. And I was like, oh, look at how pretty this is. I said and left the store. But look at that. Ooh, okay, I'm very excited about this. I'm actually gonna sandwich a little bit of the blush on top. I sometimes do that when I just want the cheeks to be a little bit more blushy, like a glowy blush situation. That's like very my type of glow, where it's like dewy and glowy, but not necessarily sticky. There's a little bit of tack to it, but I don't think it's gonna be like, you know, your hair sticks to it. I don't think that that's what we're seeing here. That looks absolutely beautiful. Let me do a little eye primer and we can get into the Colourpop Peach Jelly Palette. This one got sent to me from Colourpop and I haven't used it yet. Look at how gorgeous this is. It is so beautiful. I really want to use this one. It is a matte with shimmer in it. It's called Extra Ripe. So I'm going to put on some eye primer and you get to see some swatches of this palette. And I just want to do something that goes with the lips, goes with the cheeks. I just want to be like a summer peach. I did bring out some other like things that I could be adding to the look if I want to. I haven't 100% decided if I want that or not. So I want to keep this like a little easy breezy because I feel like sometimes we get in our heads when it comes to colorful looks that like, oh, just because we're not doing like a brown or a gray, we need to be doing something super advanced. But it can be really easy as well. We don't need to do like super advanced things. So I think I might start with Peach Pit actually. Now that I'm like looking at these things, I really need to clean my brushes. I look at them and I'm like, I'm gonna use an EO10, which is a nice like outer corner like buffer kind of a thing. And I'm just gonna be working this into the outer corner. That's a really beautiful shade. Like a dark brown with a little bit of a peachy pink undertone. I actually really like that. I think I have the color the way that I want it. Let me go in with an EO4. So now we're gonna do this like peach with the glitter. It's called Extra Ripe. Ooh, I'm really liking that one. I'm putting the, oh, look. Oh, I love that. Wait, let me just put that all over. Wait. Okay, I know it look messy now, okay, but I'm just so excited. Wait. It's so pigmented as well. That's crazy. Okay, let me do a little bit on the edge and let's blend this out a little bit. I'm reapplying some of the brown just to blend them together. I really like that, but I kind of want to use a little bit of the even lighter shade here and just lighten this up. It's called Just Peachy. And I want to like lighten this up a little bit. Okay, so I put a little bit of peach in my waterline. This is also from Colourpop. I think this is discontinued. This is in Peach Fuzz. I have no idea if they have this anymore. And I put some mascara on. I think I'm going to put on... Oh, it's up here. I already brought it up. I think I'm going to put on Stealth Wealth. I have these upside down. Great. You can... Well, this is how you can tell that I've reused these because I put them in inside out. Inside out? I need another cup of coffee. But what I was thinking about is that I do have this single shadow by Cosmetics. They sent me a highlighter, which is like a peachy highlighter. And I don't think I'm going to put any on because I love how the cheeks look. And they're a little tacky, but they're not like sticky, goopy. They're not like Vaseline, that kind of a situation. So I'm going to keep the highlighter and I'll use that another time. But I do want to use a single shadow. And their packagings are always so beautiful. It's like a little lid and you open it. And this is what it looks like. It is called Rockabye Baby. And it's just a single shadow. So if you're the kind of person, let me see. I mean, I'll break off my nails. I'm going to open it with a tweezer. If you're the kind of person who just wants a special shadow every now and then, you can tell this is like a green, gold, peach, pink. It's like a full-on multi-chrome. Hopefully I'm showing you some kind of a swatch. But if you're looking for like a special shadow, you can see here. Here you can see. If you're looking for a special shadow and you don't want to have like a full palette and you still want to have a component, Cosmetics has a bunch of really cool stuff. Highlighters, loose shadows, pressed shadows. I just want to have a little bit in the middle. Like that. Like look at that. I think that really helps with the look. I'm gonna put on the lashes as well. I just wanted to show you like what a special shadow just a little bit popped in the middle can actually do for your look. So the look is finished and I gotta say, I think everything looks incredible. I forgot to say, when I was using the palette, maybe when I was like blending a little bit off camera, I did have a little bit, and I think you can see even like I had a little bit of like problem blending out the brown. It was a little bit of a dry shoppiness, nothing extreme, but maybe not the easiest blendable shadow I've ever worked with in my life. But I mean, the cheeks look so good, and I feel like, yeah, just a little creamy, nothing like goopy Vaseline-y. I am very impressed with that. Is this my shade? We're in the neighborhood. We're in the neighborhood. Not perfect. Maybe I need to spend a couple of hours in the sun to match my new foundation. But clearly I could mix them. I really do love this foundation. So far the concealer is looking really good. I think you can see that it's definitely like a medium coverage. I definitely see a little bit of the dark circles, but I will say the amount of product in that, just get yourself something with like, you know, not a kid's sized amount of product in there, because that was ridiculous. But other than that, I think everything looks really beautiful. Lips are looking stunning. Like I said, all the details about this will be down in the description box. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you again, Noonie, so much for sponsoring this video. Thank you for being here and for watching until the end, listening to me ramble about the things that are going on in my life, even though this was more of a get ready with me than a life update. I think I'm not ready for a life update yet, but I'll get there eventually. I hope you are having a great day, and I will see you soon again with a new video.